goal conversation.
It's
Is who's the best at all of it. That's literally the goal conversation.
I don't I'm not sure one can be. I'm not sure one can be.
The best at all of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that.
What do you
that-
mean? So what do you make of a case of like a Drake? He's like great at a lot of it.
Because so you know.
So Drake's not lyrical,
Look, Drake is lyrical.
even though he's putting it in the melody.
No, hold on.
Okay, never mind. It's crazy that the answers nobody had I found when searching for myself. Let's toast to victory. Pick up your glass, show me love.
Welcome to Choppin It with Bhuda T. I am the Lord of the In fucking tire. And today is different. Today is different. Today feels different already. We're cooking already.
Right.
We're cooking already. Never in my days growing up as in love with hip hop as I was, did I ever imagine that I'd be able to pick up the phone and dial Stogie T and be like, yo, pull up and let's chop it. That's crazy. Stogie T, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. Thank you for having me, bro. What are you
How
talking
the
about?
hell?
What are you?
How the hell? Hi.
You good? He's like, hi.
For the show.
Respect.
Yeah. How the hell? That's crazy to me. You got to understand that that's what it's like. Because we grow up to y'all.
Right.
Yeah, so that's
yeah,
like-
I see that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's like, you know, it's natural. I think it's natural. Like you guys, you know, it's like, you know, it's. I'm not saying I'm Jordan, but it's Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. You know,
Hell yeah.
we all
You
know, we
end
all
up
have,
there.
Yeah. And I have people who I can't believe that I have a relationship with. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Thank you for
absolutely
coming.
love. Respect, brother.
Thank you for showing love to the
Hey.
people that, you know, tune into this show. It's an honor.
My rule has always been, man, if you're, I really don't do like interviews and stuff like that. I don't like to do it, but if you're from, if it's cultural,
If it's cultural.
if it's cultural, I think, you know, because you have a vested interest. You're not, you know what I mean?
Facts.
You're not like, you're not trying to exploit me.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
Oh, no, sir. No,
You're
sir.
pouring into the culture, so I always feel like, yeah, I got time for that.
I appreciate that.
Respect.
Even hearing shit like that is crazy sometimes. It's
Yeah.
like, even though I am him and I live like I'm him, I
Yeah.
say it so much too. But it's still like, then you get around the people you know really do it. Because sometimes you're not sure you're really doing it.
Gotcha.
Sometimes it feels like you're imagining all of
I
this.
got you.
Like it's not really happening.
Right.
Or like maybe you're stretching it.
Got you.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, come on, bro. You're doing too
You're
much.
not
I give
Stogie
you-
like that, like that.
Nah,
You don't
nah.
ever feel like that?
Uh,
I mean, related to how people speak of you, the impact you've had on the game,
Right.
everything you've done, like to actually realize that you're him.
I always tell the story of like, you know, for me it quickly I quickly saw the mirror or the smoke screen dissipated quickly when I first did a show for like 10,000 people, and then 2 hours later I was washing my socks.
Hand
At the
washing.
spot, hand washing the socks at the spot, and I was like, "Oh, it's not real."
Oh,
You feel me?
that's
It's not
crazy.
real. It's my job. It's my job. It's like you know. So
yes.
so that kind of gave me a little bit of perspective. Like that doesn't mean you don't get, you don't get in the sauce. You don't get, you don't get carried
of
away
course.
by it. But like I think those kind of things help to put things into perspective. Like, you know, I really just, this is my job. So the stoginess, and also some of the stuff is really like, it's not the healthiest for like a normal life. You know what I
Most of
mean?
it.
Most of it is
Most
not
of
healthy
it.
for a normal life. So it makes it a little bit you know, you no normal, you know, you kind of separating the stogie from the guy who has to drop the kids off at school becomes critical. You know what I mean?
Oof,
Otherwise, you might
yeah.
lose. You know what I mean? So
At some point, it becomes very critical.
right. So I don't. You know,
You don't get lost, too lost in the. So all the go talk and all that, you don't really.
I mean,
Because, I mean, they say you talk too. That's,
that's
you don't.
crazy. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't. For two reasons. I don't take it seriously for two reasons.
Okay.
One is a more of a deeper reason. You know, my lens is biblical.
Okay.
My lens is biblical.
Ooh,
So
okay.
you know, what is it? 1 John 2:15. Like, do not fall in love with the world. You know what I mean? And the things of the
Yes,
world.
sir.
Whoever falls in love with the world does not, the love of the Father is
Yeah,
not in him,
yeah,
right? So
yes,
to
sir.
me, those, that's my lens, first of all. So the culture, which is always funny for me because we call hip hop the culture, right?
Yeah.
But they always say don't fall in love with the culture and the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're going further from God. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's worldly things, right?
Mm.
So one, for that reason, I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really that deep, right? Second, I don't think the conversations are ever really serious. They're not taken seriously. People are not discerning. People are not. It's people approach it like fans. They always root for their favorites. They're not thorough. They're not, you know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
conversation is always like yawn for me. You know what I mean? For the most part, because it's like,
Hey,
this is not really. You're not, you know what I
this
mean?
is not the actual conversation.
No, you're lobbying, you're advocating for your guy. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Like people will basically people will have like will listen to 4 albums in a year and want to talk about
And
which one is the best album, and you're like, what?
you ain't even jam
What's the
everything.
criteria though? But
Yeah.
what's the I thought it's albums dropped, and last I checked on Tidal or on the platforms, there's been like 15 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You ain't listened to.
You didn't jam all
I
that,
used to do
yeah.
verse of the month, right? And literally, I would sit with bro like hundreds of records, right?
And you jam it.
Hundreds, and I have to listen, and I'm like. I'm cigar after cigar. I'm like playing these joints and listening to people's stuff, right? And going, okay, I might have missed some things, but I'm trying to be as thorough as I can. And I send the list, and everyone everyone at the office, at the part of the team goes, yo, you missed this, you missed that. Okay, cool. Let's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Trying to be really thorough. So I feel like those conversations they're not as rigorous as as they. So it just becomes, guys, come on, it's
It's
just your
just
favorite.
fanfare.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, but does that sound far-fetched though?
What?
With your knowledge and in your, like when people put you up there?
I think
'Cause okay, so they put you up there, it's you and Verb. As far as
Verb.
like, yeah, as
Okay.
far as rap,
really.
yeah.
So my
This sounds foreign to you.
no.
This
Okay,
nigga.
no. Let me. Right, like yeah, I see some of them, but what I'm saying, I think, my thing is always to kind of take a step back, to see the thing, and then also just take a step back and try to see what it means, right? And I think that I don't think I'm not too interested in the who's the GOAT conversation. I'm more
Okay.
interested in who are the best,
Okay.
because there's more to learn from who are the best than who
The
is
best
the
at what,
best.
though?
At all of it, right? At all of it, right?
But that's the go conversation.
It's
Is who's the best at all of it. That's literally the go conversation.
I'm not sure one can be. I'm not sure one can be.
The best at all of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that.
What do you mean? So what do you make of a case of like a Drake? He's like great at a lot of it.
Okay.
At a lot of more than a lot of other people are.
Right.
So would it not be fair to then put him up there? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
If
I mean,
the criteria is, which we haven't really gotten into,
see,
which we're gonna get into, but
I think you're jumping. I think you're kind of
I
the
mean,
cart's pulling the horse.
we're just at the
So yeah, so we can't
at
delve
the
then.
surface.
We can't,
Okay,
what
yeah,
I
I
mean? We
feel, I
can't really,
feel,
you have to,
I feel
in
you.
order to determine how high someone jumps, you and I have to agree what the flow is.
With
You
the
feel me?
measurements.
Exactly.
I
So what are
feel
we
you.
using?
Okay, but okay, let me uh, minimize the question. Is there anybody you feel raps better than you?
Uh, what do you mean? Like locally
I
or you mean
hate
in the
this
world?
shit already.
No, you mean in the world or go locally?
Let's start locally.
Okay, so I don't think like that. I
That's
don't think like
fire.
that. Yeah, I don't think
That
like that.
okay.
My kind of my yardstick,
You're always rapping against. You sound like you are.
my yardstick is like everything I've heard.
Yes, you're
No,
rapping against the best of the
everything I've heard,
best.
right?
Yes.
So not necessarily like I don't go for a female, for a African, for a for a Gauteng, you know what I mean?
I feel
For
you.
so my thing is always what I've heard. It's like trying to judge, it's like watching PSL. You're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather loved pirates or swallows. I rock with them, but there's nowhere in my mind because I know the other thing.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going. This dude is the
It's the
nicest.
guy,
You
yeah.
feel me? So so
Yeah.
so
So that all means no. You don't think anybody in
no no
this
no no.
country raps better than you? That sounds. If I dissect those words, that's what they sound like. They mean.
So okay. So let me tell you how it sorted out in my head. How
Sort
it
it
sorted
out.
out in my head is there's MCs who came before I started rapping, and there's MCs who emerged after I started rapping, and there are about 9 MCs to me who I love who emerged before I started rapping, who influenced me, who gave, you know what I mean? I mean, a lot of people, other MCs influenced me, but these guys had a particular influence on,
Yeah.
right? And then there's one rapper who came after I started rapping, who I feel like, okay, I can't catch up to that guy,
Okay.
because
So
that dude is,
I need
and
firstly
they're
the
not from
nine.
here. They're not from here.
I need firstly the 9 and then that 1. Because that 9, that's a very specific number. So it sounds like you have it top of the
I
dome.
can't, yeah, but I can't give you that. I can't give you that. That's like,
That's blueprint stuff. It's
yeah, I can't give you that. That's like that's my
you just
that's
hold that to
yeah.
your
I mean, it's
chest.
I look. It's because it's foundational. It's not like the best rappers in the world. It's like the seminal stuff. You feel
So
me?
why you hiding those niggas though?
Because I don't want I don't okay. I don't want people thinking, yo, this is my like
We don't care what people think
okay, all
on
right,
on
okay.
on this show
Okay,
on
but
this
let me
channel.
but to be clear, this
Yeah.
this is like, to me it's like one, it has a level, it has level of subjectivity, because it's like it had an influence on me.
Yes.
But I also feel like a list can be objective.
A list should be objective. That's a conversation I wanted to have with you. I'm
Okay.
glad you brought that
Okay.
up.
Cool. I think it can be. I think it can be.
I think it-
I think
I think it
we
is.
can. I got you.
Yeah,
Right.
We're gonna get in that bag, yeah.
Right.
But I'm just trying to understand you foundationally,
Right.
Because you made it clear that these are the people that. So I'm just trying to see it,
Right.
Because I understand you as a rapper, as a lyricist. I jam you, so I'm just trying to see
Where I'm at.
where you got it from.
Right. If I remember, the order. I know the order from 5, but as in the order from 5. But I could tell
You
you,
got it in order.
I got it in order. So, Ice Cube, right?
Okay.
Mostly for, like, it's the first time really I heard anything like lyrical. Like, it was still kind of like Rakim preceded. I wasn't really, you know what I mean? For me, it caught me. The thing caught me when when Cube and them were
When he
rocking.
did it, yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, yo, this is crazy, right?
Okay.
And then just also, and this is where it becomes subjective to me. I liked the guy. I was like, yo, this
Yeah.
dude is like
He's your
cool as
guy.
hell, right? Cool G rap, right? High level, like G rap. Like I said, like for me, it was like the just like the expertise was really high. In fact, for the longest, I just didn't understand what he was doing. You
Yeah.
know,
Of course. Yes.
I
Yes.
think there's a lot of
Yes.
this actually. This is actually a great example of like there's it's like if a painter walks into this room
Yeah.
and looks at the walls, they see more than what you see.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yes,
And
sir.
I think that you as an MC, as someone who's done it,
Mm.
when you hear an MC, you hear more than a fan does.
Way more.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so when I encountered Cool G Rap, I didn't know what he was doing.
You didn't have the full
I didn't,
picture.
but I liked it so much that I studied just the form. I didn't know, so the form to me was interesting.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
just studied the form. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The multisyllabics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very, very crazy for me. Lauryn Hill, right? Lauryn Hill's in my list,
That's
and
crazy.
yeah,
That's
Lauryn Hill's in
fire.
my list. And for Lauryn, for me, it's because of how worldly she was. The reference points, the touch points were so worldly and so You know what I mean? It was
Facts.
like, Nina Simone. It was, you feel me? Bob Marley. It was like,
Okay.
it was a lot of things, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
happening there where it was like, yo, this mirrors my childhood as far as like, being raised in a political home.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This
That's
fits.
your background. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So that type of talk is
exactly. So
your
I
bag. Yeah.
I could relate, you know what I mean? I
Feel
could
you.
strongly relate. M, right?
Hell yeah.
Eminem, and that one is really. I was already like, I was already
You were
writing.
ripe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was already writing. So for me, it was like, yo, added arsenal. You know what I mean? Just to
Yeah.
study this dude is
Yeah.
like, yo, this is like, and it was crazy because I could never, for the most part, I couldn't really relate to the content. Like it was jarring. It was like provocative, of
Yeah,
course. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, of
And
course.
as a young person, that stuff is always interesting.
entertaining, yeah.
Exactly. But generally, I'm not going there going, yeah, I'm gonna slip my wrist. It's not catching
That's
me like
not
that.
your shit.
It's just the
The
exactly
lyricism. Yeah.
the lyricism.
Yeah.
I'm interesting. You said that word. This guy said the lyricism.
Hey.
The technicality. You know what I mean?
The
the
technicality, yes,
techniques.
yes.
All that kind of stuff was like, wow, this dude is really. He's doing something here that, like, you know what I mean?
And he was pushing it further than a lot of people had done it at that point.
Absolutely, and bringing I think also bringing a level of like, because you could like, for instance, like G rap was super technical, but to do that and then also be like, I could talk to my classmate now about, you know what I mean, because it's like it's not just my little thing in the corner,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So he
Yeah.
broadened that thing and made
Okay,
it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me?
The mainstream level.
Exactly. Lupe Fiasco, right? And so he's my 10. He's the guy who I feel like I heard him after I started rapping. And for me, I'm like, yo, that's a hard one to catch. That's a hard one to catch. You
Because
feel me?
he pushes that
Yeah,
pen.
he
Yo,
pushes it heavy, and he's like, you know what I mean, and also to have, my mom told me when I said I want to do this thing, she said, don't listen to anyone who doesn't make money from it. Just promise me that,
Oh, that's fire.
because she said any person who tells you about this thing that's not making money from it, that's not living off it, is a half story.
Yeah.
They don't know the full story.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, she
You gotta
wasn't
know
lying, too.
exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, that's why I always go, okay. I know rappers who are probably more technical than 70% of the guys in the game who have albums out, but they sometimes can't count.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have to deal with 360. They didn't have to deal with the whole thing. You know what I mean? Commercializing it, and not just commercializing it, but being in front of audiences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the challenges of like actually, yo, okay, I gotta supplement, either sell crack or do something else to continue,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not supporting selling crack,
Yeah, yeah,
but I'm
no.
just saying, you know what I mean? So for me, it's like it's unfair to judge that guy who didn't have the challenges of like the world
Yeah.
against, you know what I mean? Like against, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
so that's so you know what I mean? So for me, for a guy to push that far, push the art form that far,
Yeah.
and still drop albums, still be like
And still find
viable, still
success.
it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I feel like some of the best MCing that happens in the world is in battles.
Yes.
But those guys,
Yes.
don't have to deal with what Hove and Nas and
Yes.
you have
Yeah.
to deal with. You
Yes,
feel me?
sir, yeah.
So it's hard. It's hard to go. Yeah, nah, you a better rapper than him. It's like,
You
you
already
feel me?
talking that shit for
You
me.
feel me? So it's like
Yeah.
it's cool to like to
Yeah.
say nah, he does that thing at a high level. Absolutely, it's like the guys who dribble in football. You know
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the very skillful guy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
super skillful. But it's
Yeah.
like but the thing that De Bruyne has to deal with is running marathon numbers
Yeah.
on the field for the whole 90. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Training, all that
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean?
And
The
what
fame, all
makes
that.
Ronaldinho even more better is the fact that he
Absolutely.
can do that and he's a professional
Champions
footballer.
League
Yeah, he's,
titles, all that. Exactly. You
I'm
know what I
hearing
mean?
that.
So Lupe, then
I
Aesop.
just want to dabble real quick on
Cool.
that Lupe.
Yeah.
Him or Royce to Five, they had that little
Lupe
over
yeah,
Royce.
Yeah, Lupe.
Oof,
In
and you
that
said
thing,
it
in
so-
that thing, in that thing.
No, not in the thing.
Oh, you mean in
who's
general?
Better?
Yeah,
Who's
Lupe.
better?
Lupe is better.
Lupe is
Yeah,
still.
Lupe is better
Okay,
still.
okay. Whew,
Lupe is better
we
still.
won't get into it, but okay. Whew.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
in the
but
in the in the
Lupe-
thing,
in
Lupe
the-
went for his head, so it was like it
In
was
the thing,
clear.
Lupe went stupid. I've
Yeah.
actually never heard him rap that aggressively. That was refreshing.
Yeah. Now he went for his head.
I've never heard him like go at somebody's
Yeah.
head like that.
Yeah, it was
I
good-
didn't
it
know he
was
had
good to
that
watch.
in him. I was like,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it was good too. I also like because I caught a lot of the IG stuff before that happened, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is weird. This whole
Yeah.
thing is weird. I don't know where this is gonna end up. So
Yeah.
to see it end up on record and that was it, I was like, this is dope. This
Yeah,
is
that was
like
fire.
they left it to something. And then Aesop Rock. Now this is not ASAP Rocky.
Not that- yeah, I
not
needed
A$AP
that
Rocky,
clarity.
no.
Yeah.
Aesop Rock, New York MC. I guess I have to have a white dude, right? But I
Okay.
mean, I don't even know if he's white actually. He's kind of weird, but
It's
Aesop
like
Rock.
a DJ drama.
That's funny. No, he's not like a D. I think he's Caucasian. I think he's Caucasian.
actually
I think he's
Caucasian?
actually. But Aesop Rock is like Shakespeare. It's
Okay.
like that's in my bag, in my like. Instead of reading a book, I can listen to Aesop and get the
Oof.
same thing. You feel me?
Okay, yeah.
Like where I can sit with the lyrics like this for one verse of one song and delve
And
and
learn.
start. Yeah, that's things that I like to insert in my craft that that kind of where people can go, I went back to a Stogie thing and I heard, or he introduced me to something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of thing is really, to me, it's interesting and I love it. You know what I mean? So Aesop, and he does it at a very high level, right? Not everybody's cup of tea. Very difficult listen. Not the most interesting to hear. Not the, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Not interesting, but not the most, like
Entertaining.
No,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
Straight work.
straight work, exactly. But I
Yeah.
love that. It's my
Of
job.
course,
It's my
yeah.
jail, right?
Yeah.
So I like that. Where we at? Was that 5? That was 6.
Probably
That's
we
6.
deep, though.
Okay, so yeah, Big. I mean, Big, the most natural MC ever to rap. The most natural
That's
MC
probably
to
the
ever.
best big description I've ever heard.
Ever to rap, like just a natural, like you could hear that the guy was not writing. It's like trees to branches, cliffs to avalanches. It's the pregnant mantis, deep like the mind of Farrakhan, a rap phenomenon. That to me is like, okay, so wait. this dude is literally just
It's just
yeah, you
doing
feel me?
it. Yeah.
It's just he's just like going. It's just like and you know, you know where others you could tell that yo this guy you know is a deliberate. This dude is just a natural. You seen the little battles when he was 17. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Dude's just this
You're right. He
pure.
never did sound like he was trying to put things in their pocket and trying to be intricate or. But when you actually delve into the pen, the
Absolutely.
intricacies are there.
It's there, yeah. But it's all natural. It's like flows into one, you know,
Yeah,
flows
it's
into the
just
next. Yeah, absolutely. So supernatural, which coincidentally, you know, made me think about who are naturals in SA, for instance,
Yeah.
right? Like just as far as like the people that I've interacted
Give us
with,
some naturals.
right? Like I think Cool Cat is a natural.
Woo.
You feel me? Like I think Cool
Yeah.
Cat is natural.
Yeah.
It's like how do you it's hard to like how do you map this out? Where's the formula for this?
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? It's just
That's a fact.
you feel me? It's just coming out of I think as much as I've heard Nasty sound like other rappers. I've heard him sound like Drake. I've heard him sound like but when he's in like there's a pocket or there's a thing that he hits
Yeah.
where it's like okay
Where it's like that's nasty.
okay
Yeah.
this sounds like you know what I mean
Yeah.
and that's from the first
Like
time I
his
heard him
Price City bag.
boom
Yeah.
it was like this is
That's
like
nasty. Just him.
right
That's- yeah.
right you know what I
hear
mean
you.
exactly
Yeah.
even the Lemonade it was like yo I don't know if like
Yeah.
if dudes do this
Yeah. Yeah.
know what I
Not
mean? Like-
yeah,
like-
not like that.
you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but I mean, you
It's
know,
top
yeah,
tier.
I'm sure it's a longer list.
Yeah,
But
of
you know,
course,
just
yeah.
off the you know, like I'm for instance, I'm not a natural. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'll tell
your
you.
work.
Yeah, I'm exactly,
work,
and
yeah.
that's why I always feel like, you know, I'm a little hard on MCs because I always go, look, man. It ain't like I just woke up.
Yeah,
And
I didn't
you know what I
wake
mean?
up like this.
Exactly.
It's not Beyonce.
Right. I really worked at this thing, and you know, so I get envious sometimes of like guys who are like supernatural, but like there's no real work ethic as far as like you know what I mean. And I'm not talking about Cool Cat. I'm just talking about like the guys who are like you're better at form or better off the gate. You know what I mean? With the
Yeah.
but it's like
Niggas who can just wake up and do it.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, yo, but like, you know, like for instance, like I mean, okay, let me not.
No, get in there, get in there.
Let me,
Get in there, come
like,
on.
like Maraza, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Maraza is supremely talented, right?
Yeah, facts.
But not that he's lazy, but I don't think he cares. I don't
Yeah.
think he cares to like, you know, I think something happened in
Yeah.
his ascension where he went, you know what, y'all can have this. You know what I mean? Y'all can have I think that,
But
you
the
know.
game's very heartbreaking
It is.
too.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a disheartening game that we play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's always
It is.
understandable when you see that happen to an artist.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and you know, you will know, having been here for this long, that so
I
much
went
of
through
it.
that myself.
Yeah. What do you mean?
There was a time where I was just away, not really
Right.
feeling like doing it.
Got you. And the reason was what? Like just
I was hurt.
okay. I
Yeah,
got you.
I was
fair.
hurt.
That's fair. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, and
Yeah, the
you
cash
know,
time shit had hurt me.
right.
Yeah.
The breakaway, the
Yeah,
fallout.
yeah.
Right. I hear you.
I was like, damn, this did me like that.
Yeah. Aish.
And then obviously the response from the game, because then it's like, oh yeah, everybody's happy to see you fall.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I was the kid that was in everybody's face. I was too bright for the room.
Did you
So
have you told the story?
I've spoken on it a couple times, yeah.
Right.
On a couple interviews, yeah.
To me, I think there's more to learn from that story.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's a classic kind of like formula in storytelling in like the hero story.
Yeah.
And, you know, it goes from like, yo, you start off at home, you start off, you know,
Hard.
there's an inciting incident, right?
Mm-hmm.
They call it an inciting incident. Something happens that compels you to like go on a journey, right? So Neo, you know, Matrix, Neo at the thing, and he starts getting these little messages, right?
Yeah.
And that thing starts playing in his head. So the journey begins. Follow the white rabbit, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther, same thing. It's like, yo, wait, there's a long lost cousin. You know what I mean? That's the
Yeah.
inciting incident, right?
Okay.
Then you go, you on that journey, you go,
Yeah.
you reach a point where you fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where my man gets thrown over the waterfall. That's where Neo gets shot in the belly. It's a classic model for like hero
Yeah.
telling, right?
Okay.
Storytelling, right?
Yeah.
To me, that part,
Mm-hmm.
that is to me the most crucial moment of like an artist's life,
Yeah.
of the hero story, of
Facts.
that's where that's where the arc. That's where, hey man,
We're in South
South.
Africa, guys.
South. So this is where you are made. This
Yeah.
is where you're
That's
formed.
where you get the meat of the.
Boom.
Yeah.
Tony Stark building
Hell
the
yeah.
thing in the cave. You feel me?
Yeah.
This is you now.
So that's how I came back as Zingah.
Right.
Because when you listen to Zingah, is saying something. Smashes was always just having fun.
Yeah, flex.
Yeah, it was
vibe,
always just
right.
I'm pretty and I can do this and it makes it easy. They put me in the spot, so
Got you.
so I'm just gonna do it. That's all I was doing. I was doing what they put me there to do.
Right.
So then going
Yellow,
through that.
what was the line? Yellow is Bart Simpson. What was the joint? I remember the freestyle outside in the parking lot. I remember that
keep
shit
a
like
chick yellow and smash a Bud Simpson.
I won't forget that. I won't forget that.
That's
I won't
fire.
forget that. Right.
Being quoted by you is wild.
That's
That's
crazy.
wild.
Right. Okay. So that was you. Right.
So then So that's what gave me my voice. Now
Right.
when you listen to me now, like there's not a bar that goes by that is
Fire.
just like a swag bar. Even my swag bars are
Right.
like swag, real life swag.
Right.
It's like, oh, that's swag, but that's
It's
real
life.
life
So
swag.
so who is that? That's Neo now with the slow motion
Yeah,
joint.
nah, he-
You feel me?
yeah.
That's Neo. Everything he learned, that's you. That's
Yeah.
what's his name? T'Challa now coming through the mountain, going, "Yo, I'm back." You know what I mean? That's all of that. That's and that defines to me that a lot of artists to me have fallen and stayed in that place.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean to a certain extent that was me as well. You know, where I'm like, yo, I can see, cause check this out. I'm performing, and the only people coming to my shows is these young people, and I got nothing for them. Like, as
Yeah.
in the music is still
Ooh.
through me in the volume. It's
Yeah.
this other thing, and I got nothing for them. All the people who say they're through me in the volume fans are like my age with kids. They ain't coming
Yeah, the
out.
crib, yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
But the kids are out here showing me love, heavy. They're like, yo, this dude is like, yo, we want to, your OG.
Respect, yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I gotta give something for them.
Yeah.
I gotta give something for them. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I created this monster that was like, yo, it wouldn't let me do anything else. It was like, I'm like, yo, let me try this. They're like, no, that's not do me. No, that's not.
I
You
know,
feel me?
yeah. I know that when you get boxed into a
So I was like, okay, you know
Yeah.
what? You can have that. That's gonna go in the museum. Those joints are there. I still have breath. I still have life in me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna create a different
You'll
thing.
do some other stuff,
Exactly.
yeah.
And then but anyway. So I think that story to me,
yeah.
people need to hear that. I call KO uh before before
SR1
SR,
Under Republic.
no, between SR1 and SR2, right?
Okay,
Because he
yeah,
was
yeah.
quiet.
When he
There
was
was a
going
time,
through it, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I was like, yo, you good? You chilling? Cool. Yo, just trying to, love to you, bro. Like, like
Stay up.
Yeah, stay
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And kind of whispered in his ear, said, yo, bro. I'm not saying I did anything. I'm just saying I whispered in his
Yeah.
ear, saying, yo, this is it. These are the ones.
Yeah.
You gotta lean into these moments.
Yeah.
These are the moments. These are the forming moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is where you go. You know what?
You gave him his coach talk.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not. Let's not.
I mean, you did, though.
I don't want to take any credit for anything. I'm not saying that.
You know what's a wild story?
What?
He was doing that for me. Can
Right.
you imagine?
Right.
But that was so crazy in my position because it was like you put me in this fucking. It's like, yo, you put me in the dirt and then your coach talking me. It's
Yeah,
like so wild. But I appreciate it still because it still hit. It worked.
Facts.
He was like, he would call me back then and be like, yo, look at niggas like Chris Brown and them. Like, You know, niggas went through it, and
Absolutely. Heavy
niggas,
things.
niggas fought their way back. That's how you
Absolutely.
prove you really the one. So, if you really the one, figure it out, nigga,
Absolutely.
and find your way back. And so
Absolutely.
that voice always told me, okay, shit, I guess.
And that's not a fleeting thing. I mean, one of the things one of the biggest lessons that shows you that this is a serious thing, this is a life and death thing, is the guy we just lost. You feel me?
Yes.
He was deaf. He was in the mud. He was in the right.
Yeah, in the
and
muck.
and he was making his arc back to like, okay, let me. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, the world was like, yo, you can't wear your crown.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's that should show you that, yo, it's like that climbing out. That climbing out, you know what I mean?
That's serious.
I would recommend Jesus, but
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
whatever
That's
you
actually what got me out of there.
Bless.
Eventually.
Bless.
Because, so, when I was trying to fight
Yeah.
with my own strength,
Yeah.
none of it, I was breaking. That's when I was breaking. And then 2016, I found God and I changed. And then that changes you incrementally.
Yeah,
like,
of course, of course.
You're born again, and then he works on you.
Right.
So, and funny enough, so those things then worked on the rap of me.
Of course.
Yeah, so
of course.
all
of
of
course.
that
Yeah.
spun the block to only come back and make me even more of a beast.
Absolutely. It's like
Came out-
medicine.
came
The
out an
medicine
animal.
just doesn't just fix what the thing you fixes everything.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
gets in there. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's beautiful. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Right,
So-
all from a list, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
big. I think 5 big. I think.
But I see you though.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
see you from all these people.
Right.
I see exactly what they gave you.
Right, and then, yeah, exactly. It's like and a whole just kind of, I think it's the blueprint. No pun. It's the blueprint. It's like, yo,
How crazy is that? Actually, that pun. The fact that pun is real
it's
life.
really right. It's
He
crazy.
made the blueprint.
Absolutely,
And is the
it's the blueprint. Absolutely. I used to always joke around when the wars against the young kids and the OGs, whatever was happening, like
Yeah.
in the thick of it. I was like, yeah, but you guys are breaking the rules. I support you guys breaking the rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I support it. You guys break all the rules, but you must also accept that a nigga rapping at 40 is breaking the rules.
Yeah,
and
facts.
so you can't get mad at dudes still rapping old as hell, you know what I mean? And still doing it at a high level,
Yeah.
because they're also breaking it. You guys say it's a young man sport, but there's dudes actually doing it 30 plus, whatever, you know what I mean? Who are like killing it. So they're breaking the rules too. So to kind of have that thing, and also it's not just like an old dude rapping, it's also like a real man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like real
with
men
something to
things.
say, yeah.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, I went to therapy. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
How? What
Yeah.
are we really
and
dealing
this
with
is how
this?
I've gotten my message across all my life. So this is actually just some shit I want to say. I'm not
Exactly.
even here playing y'all's rapper game.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
actually
like,
just have this to say.
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I respect that.
Um,
And like, there's a little nugget there. Is Jay one of the most factual rappers? Like sort of like this little nugget we just went through now
Right.
with the blueprint. How he asserted himself as the blueprint and then actually lived to become that. Is he one of the niggas that has the most times said his something and then actually been that? He's been everything he said he is.
yeah, but you see, let me throw a spanner in the works
Throw
for you.
it, throw it, throw it, throw it.
You first, I think you're looking at it kind of retrospectively. I think the success has made it so I think he can clean up a lot of the things. You feel me? He can, like, not everything was deliberate, Hove. You feel me? Not everything was, it makes it seem like it was a master plan, but not
Yeah, yeah,
everything was deliberate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I guess winners can get away with that.
Absolutely, exactly. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. I think
I
some
feel
things
you.
are told because you're winning. You know what I mean? It's like history's written by the victors, right? So I think some
That's
things
fair.
are like so, but absolutely put his life in the you know what I mean?
In the
in
shit,
the bars.
yeah.
But I also don't think that gives you more points than because it's
You don't get
entertainment.
points for that?
It's entertainment, bro. It's entertainment.
See, now we're getting into the conversation I wanted to have.
Right. It's also entertainment.
The points you get in this rap shit.
Right.
You don't get points for the shit being true.
You do. That's why it's notable, right? That's why we're saying it. It's notable.
So what are you saying?
But like Pac,
What?
Tupac, how factual Tupac was always like talking that, right?
That's why he's Pac.
Exactly. But no doubt, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is that it's like, what do you privilege? It's we haven't gotten into the criteria conversation yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is like, yo, yes, it's your thing, but just because not Eminem, whoever, like who's like Aesop Rock. Maybe it's too marginal for you niggas.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair
'Cause
enough,
already
fair enough.
I
Yeah, I
was-
got you.
yeah,
Fair enough.
The
Fair enough.
reference already was killing me.
Ice Cube's not a gangster. He's never been a gangster.
Okay.
Ice Cube was an
fair.
18-year-old
Yeah,
rapping
okay.
that
Yeah.
stuff that he knew from the right. He was never a gangster, right?
Yeah.
But he knew it well, and he was
And could
talented
do
enough.
it well.
Exactly, right?
Okay.
I don't think he gets less points.
He's gotta get less points. He's gotta. He's gotta. He's gotta. What do you mean? Like then we're saying, especially as, and I'm gonna put you in this corner, especially as a God-fearing man,
Okay.
the truth has to come.
Yeah, but
And,
now you're not gonna trick me with that shit.
Ah!
No, you're not gonna get me
I
with that.
didn't
one.
get you with
No,
that.
you're trying to trick me with that one. Let me tell you why you're trying to trick. Because
No, come on, the
no. Because hip hop. No. Listen, hip hop is not going to save the world. Hip
But
hop.
that's not what it's about.
Exactly.
I'm just saying the truth. I didn't say
Right.
it has to be
Right.
world-saving
Right,
truth.
right.
I'm just saying the fact
Well,
that
well,
it is true. The
right.
fact that what he's saying is true
Right.
should hold
But-
more weight than a nigga who just making it up.
Yeah, but true. I think the word you're looking for
Mm-hmm.
is authentic.
Okay.
Right? Authentic. So
Okay.
for me, Ice Cube, as much as he wasn't a gangster,
Yeah.
the stories were authentic.
Yeah.
Because it's his world.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I don't take that away from
right.
you.
They lifted the veil on that whole American dream thing that we all thought Coca-Cola, right? These
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
are like, yo, what? It's crazy out here, right?
Yeah.
So authentic.
Yes.
And to me, the authentic conversation is better than the truth, because when you say truth, listen. When you say
I'm
truth,
listening.
I feel like you're making it a prerequisite.
Should it not be?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Authentic.
it doesn't have to be, but I'm talking in a conversation where we're grading now.
Yeah.
We're grading the artist.
I think authentic, because come on, man, you have to allow it to be entertainment.
Of
It's
course.
fun, guys. It's for
Fair.
instance, Scorsese, right? Scorsese makes the gangster movies.
Yeah.
Scorsese's no gangster, but
Yeah.
he's an Italian American.
Yeah.
He's aware of these stories, right? He's not a gangster, so it's authentic in the way that he portrays the stuff. It's authentic. He doesn't have to shoot people. He doesn't have to, right?
Okay.
Wait, okay, oh, right. So I feel like this is the reason that a lot of these kids sometimes, want to be, you know what I mean?
What the niggas are saying.
What? And I'm even the artists,
That's what I'm
artists.
saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
in fact,
They wanna be what
Pac's a
these
great
niggas are
example.
saying.
Pac wasn't a Crip or Blood, but he was around those guys so much that he wanted to impress the dudes, and he ended up getting into some stuff.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that to me is like, yeah, that don't get you more points. That's not good. You feel me? So when you even when you come from a biblical, I'm like, yeah, but I'd rather have a old Tupac than no Tupac. You feel
But
me?
that's his story. That's
No doubt, but I'm saying to you that like it's
so
sometimes
okay. If you say it like that, would you rather Jesus have not saved us and preserved himself? Would you have rather had an old Jesus than for him to do?
Are you presuming Pac is Jesus?
I'm just
What
saying.
are you saying?
I'm just saying people's purpose. Their truth is aligned with their
no,
purpose.
but Pac's purpose was to die.
His purpose was to do what he did.
Yes, and
It led to his death,
yeah,
which
but
is similar to Jesus.
exactly.
His purpose was to do what he did, which led to his death.
It's not similar to Jesus. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Yo,
On the
you
surface,
say you're
come on,
being,
relax.
yo,
We're not doing that.
I'm not about to get strangled next time I go to church.
I'm just trying to take
The parallels.
yes, that's it.
I think
I'm
there are no parallels.
Not
I
the
think
world
there-
savingness
Yeah,
of the
but what,
story.
like the
just the parallels of having followed your truth and then dying in it. That's all I'm saying.
that's nowhere near the same.
What do you mean?
That's nowhere near the same. For instance,
Okay.
Pac could have had the same impact that he had. In fact, he was having without dying. He didn't have to die to have the impact. He didn't have to die. It was crazy already, bro.
It was.
So what are you saying? Like,
He was done. That was it. That's what he had to do.
well, look, it was. I can't, say
You
he.
know,
he
God doesn't make no mistakes.
Absolutely, but you can't say it was his. Like him personally, like you know what I mean. Like,
If you believe it's not a mistake, then you have to concede that it's purpose.
yeah, but okay, all right. I don't even know where we are in the conversation.
The
but-
parallels.
No parallels.
Okay.
That I reject outrightly.
Okay.
My brother in Christ, my blood washed brother.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah. So
You have nothing to stand on to reject it, but okay, I take that you
no,
reject it.
I just don't think it's the same. Like the mandate, the mandate that comes from, the Old Testament is not can you know what I mean? Can be
What we're
parallel
saying,
to the,
though, is-
to the California MC, the Oakland MC,
It can. It absolutely
Tupac
can.
Amaru
It
Shakur.
absolutely can. It absolutely can. But what we're saying is, what I'm getting to is the fact that you're telling a true story has to hold weight.
I got
and
you.
if we
I
are,
agree.
if we are talking about crediting,
Yeah.
and let me draw this parallel then.
Go
If
ahead.
that one doesn't work, let's look at the Oscars
Mm.
and how easily the true life movies, the real life drama movies, get into that conversation of getting Oscars.
Right.
Is because that was true. Yes, movies are made for entertainment, but that movie is both entertaining, good, and that's actually a true story.
Right.
The fact that it's true is what gives it the weight, that credit, that takes it up there to that Oscar. That's why the true life movies always will get the.
I think that's a factor, but I think the main factor is it good? Like I've
Yes,
seen a
of
lot
course,
of
but
bad
the good
true
is
life.
already.
Okay,
We're
all
not
right.
talking
So we
about
okay.
any bad
So
music.
you're starting at a high level.
We don't talk about any bad
Okay,
music
got
on
you,
the show.
got you,
Yeah,
okay.
we're talking
So you
about
start- yeah.
top tier.
I can see that because they're more related, right? They're more
Yes.
relatable, right? I can appreciate that. I really can appreciate that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's something to be held and to be
Yeah.
appreciated, right? Whether by the way, whether the truth or the authenticity is positive or negative, right? For
Yes,
better or for
yes,
worse,
yeah,
right?
for better or for worse.
I'm
yeah.
with that. I'm with
Yeah.
that. I just assumed that was a given, like the authenticity, not the truth necessarily. The
Come on,
authenticity.
you've seen this game.
No, I know, but I'm saying if you're talking about the guys,
Yeah, yeah.
you know
okay,
what I mean? So
okay,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
and for instance, the guys
I mean, there's guys who are. I mean, Eminem has a lot of spice. It's not always
right,
what actually happened.
And you
There's a
can't-
lot of drum.
dramatization.
Yes.
Right. And that's not bad because I mean
No, it
Stan,
isn't. It
Stan is
isn't.
not real. right?
Exactly.
But it's authentic.
And the art,
Exactly.
the level at
Right,
which he
right,
executed the art
right.
is
Yeah, that's-
second to none.
Absolutely. It's authentic because you can imagine you
Yes.
can look at that story and go, this could be real.
Yes.
This could happen, right?
Yes.
And
Yes,
absolutely. I got you.
but you have to grade a song like Song Cry over Stan because Song Cry, he's addressing what he really went through with this female. No? As far as Pen,
As far as pen.
yes, over the guy
Nah, Stan,
the guy
Stan.
who imagined it, over the guy
So you
who's
get no points for imagining
I'm not
something.
saying you get. I'm not saying you get no points. What I'm saying is, if these guys both rapped at a top tier level, who gets the edge? What is easier? Okay, let me ask you as an MC. Is it not easier to create than it is to draw from real life? Is it not easier to create a world in your head and be imaginative and
Not
you
not
and
not not at the level that we're talking about. Not at the highest level that you're talking about.
it's not easier?
No, not neither at the highest level. Neither. Bro, okay, so for instance, for me, as an you asked me as an MC.
Okay.
For me, sometimes it's hard to access those things, right? Those deep emotional things. It's hard, bro. It's like, man, I gotta go there. I really gotta go there, right? In fact, a great example is there's I can't remember the song, but I'm sure people can find it. Verb always punchlines, always the punchlines.
Yeah.
There's a song he wrote about his son before, I think before his son was born, or maybe when his daughter was, I mean, his girl at the time was pregnant.
Yeah.
I didn't hear one punchline in that song, right? And I was like, yeah, he talking.
Yeah.
He really talking.
But
yeah, you
really
know what I mean?
rapped, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, but there was no verb with the punchlines.
Yeah.
Because he approached it like, yo, this is some truth speaking, right? I'm saying sometimes it's harder to access those things. Sometimes it's hard to world build, bro.
So what I'm saying
to
is
create a fiction, to create it's hard to, and make it authentic, because it's not just creating some weird it's also making it so that people can feel it. Like, I was
saying it's not hard.
I never lived through 76. Every June, I get the statements, the royalty statements are 76, 2 million the volume, 76. I don't know, you know what I mean? Because it's like,
I feel you.
People felt that thing. They were like, yo, I don't, you know what I mean? I didn't live through that. I wasn't even born here. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like,
top tier rapping is all hard. I'm saying
Right.
it's harder to draw from real life experience and put it into the art. I'm not saying the other shit isn't hard. It is. On a top tier level,
Right.
it's all hard.
right.
It's not harder to draw from the for real.
It is hard. It is hard. I'm not saying it's not hard. It is hard, but
It's hard. Like you actually have to be it takes vulnerability.
Yeah.
I feel like it's easier to rap from your ego than from a vulnerable place.
Right.
It's harder to be vulnerable just as a person in general.
right. Yeah, but when Big says, "Don't you know my nigga gotta kidnap kids in the app, throw them over the bridge."
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, yo,
That wasn't easy for him to do though.
what? It's like, that seemed like very. This dude just like. In fact, I'd be like, yo, why
You think
saying
he likes
this?
talking like that?
Why would he say? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So quickly to wrap up.
Yeah.
3 stacks, Nas. That's the end. Yeah, 3 stacks,
ooh.
Nas. Nas.
Nas. You put him over Jay?
Yeah, 2 steps ahead of Jay, because I put Andre over Jay. Yeah, but that's just, again.
Andre over everyone?
Of all everyone I mentioned. Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Andre
Except
is-
Nas.
What
So
do you
3
niggas
stacks
hear
and then
Nas doing? That
Okay, so Nas hasn't done it since like it was written.
Okay, yeah.
So but Illmatic, it was written. He
maybe
did
I
it
gotta
now.
go back.
I think to me he's got the highest peak ever. So you know where you say someone's rapping at
What,
the highest level?
lyrically?
Yeah, lyrically he's got the highest peak ever. Where you go, yo, no one's reaching
ever
here.
touched it here?
Yeah, exactly. So for me, it's like, yo, this is why. Even though like you can hear now or you hear after, you get, yo, this is not like, you know what I mean? It's whereas Jay I think has had it for a very long
peaked
time. And,
longer.
yeah, but the highest peak where you go, yo, that's
So
like
Nas
that's
is Jordan, Jay
Jordan,
is LeBron.
exactly. Hey,
That's very
fair,
parallel.
exactly.
Yeah.
Jordan had the highest peak, and LeBron has the
longest peak.
Absolutely, and they're all impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's more impressive?
To me, it's the highest peak. That's why he's number 1.
Is more impressive
Of
than the long
course,
peak?
because we haven't seen that. It's like, yo, it's and not we haven't seen that, but it's like, yo, you're literally, it's new ground, bro. It's like, yo, that's
But it's more impressive to touch it once. than to always be able to go
What,
get in there.
what Marlo say in The Wire? Point is they wore it. Talking about the crowns. Point is they wore it. So point is he got there. To me, it's like point is you got there. Yeah, because other things, the factor, other things factor into the longevity. You feel me? Other things
Get
factor
into it.
into
Like what? Yeah. Ah, you niggas. Like what? Help? Is that where you going?
what kind of help? What do you mean?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, you talking ball now? You talking ball now?
I'm,
Don't talk ball.
I'm
Don't
trying
talk.
to figure
Let's
out
not.
what
Nah,
you
let's not.
talking.
No, I think with Jay, it's like it's numbers. You know what I mean. It's like the so it's like for instance, there's an argument that Jay was never the hardest ever. As in, like in any year, particularly where he was like, this is the main rap. There was always somebody who was like more sales,
Yeah.
the it guy. You feel
Yeah.
me? And like he just kind of always was coasting, always with the, he'll
Yeah.
drop a number one record. But there was always someone who was like harder. It was
Yeah.
Wayne. It was Nelly.
Similar
It
to
was.
KO.
But come on, KO's had his moment where KO was the guy.
But he wasn't the hardest still. He wasn't the hardest.
SR1.
Yeah, he wasn't.
SR1.
Casper
That was
was,
his moment.
Casper was actually harder than him.
Casper was harder than him
Casper was hotter than him.
at that moment, really.
Yeah. KO was bigger, but Casper was hotter than
Okay,
him.
well, he got with the.
He wasn't the
no,
hottest.
I know what his moment was. Tear gas. They were the hottest.
Yes.
They were the hottest.
Yes.
There
He was the face of that.
Exactly. So
yes, but do you see what I'm saying though? How he was KO then, but Casper was harder.
I got you.
Same
you.
with Jay.
I got you.
Jay's that guy. He's that dude, but somebody's harder than him.
Right. When you say similar to just, it's in words that are a bit tricky.
What?
But
How do you not see the parallels that I'm making?
I'm being.
Right? Because
I hear
even
you.
that year they kind of had put not kind of they put. Oh no, they actually put thing.
What?
Let's not get into that. Yeah, that's a whole nother list.
Right.
But okay, so that's how you come about, and obviously you lived with these niggas. You grew up with them.
Yeah.
You're studying them, and then you create yourself. The reason why, which we already doing, the reason why I brought you onto the show is because I actually wanted your expertise, and you've already proven that you are very learned at. Because I realize that we have these gold conversations and all these who's better than who conversations, and a lot of the time, the people having the conversations don't know what the hell they talking about. So I feel like you're somebody who knows what they talking about.
I mean,
You scared?
no, I'm not scared. First, I always does it matter? Does it matter? Does it matter?
Does. It does.
Okay.
It does. I feel like
I feel like the music matters more, and these kind of for instance,
Of
it's
course.
it's a cheat code now. If you want a trend, it's a cheat code to just make a list and say some wild thing, some
Yeah.
wild take, and people will just jump on that. I've seen random people who have nothing to do with the culture, who have nothing to do with make a list, and that thing flies.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
But
this is
that's
a
why
real
I
cheat
asked you.
code.
That's why I
Right.
called you.
Right.
Because that's different.
Yeah, I
That's
hear you.
You're certified.
Yeah,
Triple OG, thoroughbred. Nobody could question you.
I
no?
mean,
Hell yeah.
I mean, you're certified too. So it's not like I can't have the conversation alone.
Yeah.
I can't do it from a mountain.
That's
on
what
my
I'm
own.
saying. So the
Right.
conversation as it stands here is
Right.
cultural.
I got you.
So
yeah.
we're in good grounds.
I
no?
got you. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
this
yeah.
one particularly should matter then.
I got you. Yeah.
So are you gonna walk into the conversation
I
now?
walk into it.
Aight.
Yeah, you might need to hold my hand. Pause. Walk me through it, King. Walk me through it.
Yeah, because you ducked your you and verb conversation. You just wiggled your way right out of that. Who's better there?
Who's better?
Yeah. Have you ever felt like, oh, this nigga be rapping?
He's dope. Verb is dope. Verb is like he's definitely like he has a particular skill set that is like is heralded and very much respected in the game. You know what I mean?
I love the wording.
Yeah, he's kind of like obviously like the punchlines and the, you know what I mean. It's always kind of like, oh yeah,
Mastered
that's,
that.
yeah, absolutely. And then I think also the off the top game, he's nice with that. He's really dope.
He's crazy with that.
Yeah, he's and you know, to me it's always crazy because I'm like, yo, yeah, you know, are you particularly with the yo, is this verb, is this
Yeah,
dog
yeah.
conversation? It's always interesting to me. It's hard to speak about this thing because it's like me speaking about me, but it's like it's
I
weird. You know,
feel
it's
you.
me speaking
I
about me,
feel
and it's
you,
always
yeah.
going to be looked at as. And again, I need to preface this. Like it's not that deep for me. It's really not
Of
that
course,
deep. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like
This is just a
I'm
conversation.
right. Mostly, I'm competing against myself. You know what I mean? It's like got to be better than the last one.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So, but that said, you know, my last one was, you know, maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When was Verb's last one?
That's
You know
fair.
what I mean? So
That's
to
fair.
me, it's like, yeah,
That's
you know,
fair.
maybe I should get the LeBron pass. You feel me?
On that one, right? They should just let you skate on that.
Maybe I don't
That's
know.
fair. That's fair. And also, when you got into his particulars, I feel as though you have what he has and may have more in the arsenal. Am I off with that?
Oh,
As far as what, like when you counted what he's heralded for,
right.
I feel like you have that, and then you have other things that he may not have
Yeah, I mean
that you're able to do
right.
as an MC.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. I mean, but again, it also, you know, if he
I-
was the most truthful MC, then maybe I wouldn't count based
No.
on Zingah's. No. But I hear you. I hear
Yeah,
you. I
yeah,
hear you.
yeah.
I hear you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done more, but maybe it's a function of me just being here longer. You know what I mean? But I've done a lot of different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. For instance, I mean, I'm like
You're currently active.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know what I mean? Like, so, and also I think I've made a point of like always kind of checking in. You know what I mean? Like I got joints with Reese and Nasty. It's like
Yeah,
it's a
fire.
real. You feel me? It's like a real thing. It's not
Yeah.
like and it's not like yo. Man, OG, what's he doing? He's
Yeah,
stumbling
yeah,
over
yeah,
there. You
yeah.
feel
It's
me? It's
not,
like
it's
nah,
not
nah,
coming
he-
across
yeah,
like that. Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
You're sliding. You're
So
sliding.
you know,
That's fire. Okay, so you're putting you on there.
I'm not putting no. You asked no. You asked me a question. Don't do that. You asked me a question. Don't do that. I know
Yeah.
niggas gonna try to clip this and like
So
pods are all the same. I thought you were different, bro.
I've been different, built different. We had a pod where we had a conversation where we're talking about who is the better rapper between Pro and AKA. Who would you say is
Which
the
Pro?
better rapper? Pro Kid.
Pro kid. Pro
Pro
kid.
Kid's a better
Yeah.
rapper.
That's easy. That's easy. That's not a. That's easy. Pro kid.
Does he?
That's not difficult.
He does as much as Forbes?
As much? What do you mean as much?
Like as far as rap, like what we just said with you having done more than Verb. I'm asking in those terms.
Okay. So what's the criteria?
Like
Because with me, you with Verb and it's easier.
I was talking about y'all's bag. Like I feel like you have a deeper bag.
Right.
So that's what I'm asking here in this context.
Right.
Who's got a deeper bag? We know what we herald Pro for
Right.
and what he does.
Yeah, but you see what you said is, you said the things that he can do,
Mm-hmm.
I can do, and possibly at a higher level.
Okay. I didn't say that.
Okay,
I said
well-
you guys are both top tier and then you can do more.
Okay.
As
okay,
in you
just
can
more
do
things.
other things, yeah. Within the space of rapping.
Okay,
Like,
that's not what I heard.
You can do more types of rap than the types of rap he's good at
Right.
doing.
Well, that means I have more ability.
That's
I've shown.
I'm
Not,
speaking
we're not saying
about
I've shown
of the
more
ability.
ability.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. Cool.
yeah.
So Forbes hasn't shown me that he can do what Pro Kid could do. He like at his highest form, just emceeing. He never reached where Pro Kid reached.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
But
So
he rapped well though, right? He rapped
he absolutely rapped well. Absolutely
top
rapped well.
tier,
Top tier.
fair.
Top tier. Top tier. It's that it's you know the thing about it, right? When you're because you're delving into masterclass level, right?
Yeah.
And the thing every time I listen to an MC, it's easier, it's better for me to spot the the blind spots than the abilities. I don't when I hear an MC, I don't hear what he can do. I hear what he
You
can't
hear what he can't
do.
do? You're horrible.
No,
So,
as in no, but that's because we're already starting here.
yeah.
You feel me?
So
We're
you're
already
just listening to what we can't do when you're listening to us.
because we're
like,
listen.
this-
No, because we're starting here. Think about it. Like think about it. When people start when you start having those conversations, when you know what I mean, you go okay.
Yeah.
For instance, you remember you're separating you're separating.
Hairs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You're
hairs,
splitting hairs.
yeah,
Exactly.
of course.
So because you're splitting hairs, you're not going, yo, this guy can rap. You're not saying that. You're
Yeah.
going, okay, but how many championships did Braun? What you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not everyone can have those conversations. How
Yes.
many teams did he lead? Right. So for me, I start hearing what you lack. You know what I mean? What the you know what I'm saying? Like and for me as an MC, and again remember, like Forbes made a decision. Forbes said, "Yo, I want to get somewhere else."
Yeah.
You
with
feel
the
me?
Music,
With
yeah.
the music. So, and he did that at a very high level, right?
Yeah.
Where it was like, to a point where he left some of us, and I don't mean like left us literally like he
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
us, which he did, but I mean he left us as in like, yo, some of those things he had nothing for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
That's
things,
fair.
that things I hear where I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me. Whatever Forbes is doing here,
Yeah, he was catering to the country.
exactly. You know what I
But
mean?
would you say he was then no longer a top tier rapper? I feel like he was still a top tier rapper.
But you see, here's the thing: Forbes continued to be an MC, right? Even when he was doing the other things.
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
But I never heard him get to where I think it's almost like the Nas conversation,
Yeah, yeah.
where it was like the last great level I heard from Keenan just lyrically, like was a while back. You know what I mean?
What would you say that was for you?
Just top of my head,
Where
like,
you felt like, okay, nah, he's
I
rapping.
mean, I mean, look. What's he doing? What he's doing now? What he's doing on the thing was very impressive. Well, no. Look, it was very impressive.
Get
It was
in there.
very impressive, but but it ain't the thing. It's not. I know people like, oh man, this sounds like I'm hating on the dead, my brother. You know what I mean? My
Nah,
beloved.
we
I'm not
showing
hating-
love.
you know what I mean? I would have said this to his face. I'm not.
Of
It's not
course,
something
yeah,
that I
yeah.
hear. But I'll be like, yo, this is crazy. This is boozy. This is
He
fire.
was getting in there.
Absolutely, and he was always authentic. He was always, you know what I mean. He was always able to like.
And
to
also, the
get-
story was always true. He
Absolutely.
was always
But,
talking about what actually happened.
Right. Like absolutely, but to me, it's like it's the things that we're missing. It's like not the missing, but it's
The
the
things he didn't show you.
No, it's the things that it's the little, to me, the little things that, the little random things that were happening in the verse were weird to me. You know what I mean? Well, I'm like, yo,
I hear you.
what are
I
you
hear
doing
you.
here?
So you're penalizing.
I'm penalizing. I love when he's focused, when he's on, you know what I mean? Like now, he was you could tell he was like,
Yeah, he was back on his shit.
Yeah, but, there are things where he's like, yo, man, what? Like, he just says some random hashtag thing, you know what I mean? That's like, yo, okay.
So all abilities considered, pros better.
Pro's better. Pro's better. Pro's a better rapper.
All abilities considered,
Look, man, I'm not like. To me,
that's tough for me to say.
melody is not it's not a criteria to me, because
But lyricism
I remember he tweeted.
is the pen.
I remember he tweeted once. He was like, "Come on, man, we gotta broaden this lyricism thing, because you know what I mean." And I was like, "No, don't count.
No?
No, don't count, because so you know,
So Drake's not lyrical,
look, Drake is lyrical.
even though he's putting it in the melody.
No, no, hold on. Very like Drake is top tier. He's like when he rap, he rap.
Yeah,
That's why we have the
facts.
term rap. This is
Yeah.
why we have the term rap,
Yeah.
because we differentiate dudes who are like, okay, I'm like, I'm spitting here. It's like, you know what I mean? Versus like, okay, it's more of a, you know what I mean? Like it's you know.
But
dancing
is
on
it fair to if we're talking about who's a better rapper, to box it in rap?
What
Because
are we talking about?
no, I'm asking
Because
no,
classical music with no lyrics can be called lyrical. Do you know that? Like classical music, there's some classical music with no lyrics. They say this is more lyrical because of how they wrote the piano. The piano is like maybe storytelling. Now that's broad.
Yeah.
We're talking about hip hop. We're talking about hip hop, bro. And we know when someone says Zingah's more lyrical than this guy, we know what they're saying. They're not saying, yo, he got more hits. He got more this. They're saying this dude, when it comes to rapping, this guy can out-rap this guy. Fair?
Okay, let me actually clarify that real
Right.
quick. What are they actually saying when they're saying it's more lyrical? So is lyricism, is it what I'm saying, or is it how I'm saying it?
This
And
is
by how I'm saying it,
great question.
I mean, is it
the
this?
intonation, the
is it
flow,
the technicality? Yeah.
Right. So great question, right? Great question. And I think it's important to address it, because hip hop makes its own definitions. Hip hop, lyrical in general is like emotive. It's like something that's emotive, being able to use words to, like, you know, to capture people. And Tupac would be called, classically, they would call that lyrical. Right? They will call that lyrical. But in hip hop, what they mean when they say someone's lyrical, they mean technical. They
Yeah.
mean you're like Eminem.
Yeah,
You feel me?
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Eminem versus Hove on Renegade.
Lovely.
Eminem is more technical
Yes.
than Hove, right?
Yes.
I prefer the
But
Hove
Hove
verse.
is more lyrical, no?
No.
So the
no.
technicality is the lyricism.
Well, yeah, it's everything, but generally they say, yo, I mean, yo, he's multisyllabic. He's
Yes.
doing a lot of things. Yeah, but that's M, right? M's
Yeah,
doing all
so
that
that's
stuff.
the lyricism.
That people will call that lyricism,
Yes.
right? Like, I think Hove, to me, had more quotables.
He was
had
rapping
more-
better. Well,
no, the performance.
you see, this is where it's tricky.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
I feel like Eminem had a
Eminem's-
better performance
so-
on the song.
So
For instance,
Eminem rap better then.
Eminem rapped better, but Hove spoke to me.
Yes.
He spoke to me
So the better performer is the better rapper?
on the beat. So, for instance, no,
Exactly, on the beat. You see, when I asked that question
Yeah,
in that
on the
part,
beat,
on the beat, the
right.
better performer is the better rapper.
Yeah, look. By the way,
And I asked this
can we
question.
acknowledge that we're splitting hairs?
Yes, of
Okay,
course, of
okay.
course.
We're not
This is
saying
a master
anyone.
class.
Right,
This
cool,
is a master
cool,
class,
cool.
yeah.
I had to hustle, back to the wall, ashy knuckles, pocket fair with a lot of lint, not a cent. Like, that's lyrical.
He's
That's
in there
technical.
too, yeah.
Exactly. But
M outperformed him.
I am outperformed them because he done more. He just done. It's more. In
yes.
fact, the difficulty level is. In fact, that's the separator for me. It's the difficulty level. Hold on.
Okay.
Of like what By the way, Eminem wasn't lying.
Performance-wise.
Yeah, Eminem wasn't like capping. He was talking his shit too.
He was, but he wasn't literally holding a gun against 60 Christians against him. It's like figurative.
Okay, all right, okay,
it's-
okay, but
it's-
he's
he's-
leaning
I
into
hear
the
what he's
character.
saying, though,
Got you,
yeah,
got you. Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right,
So,
fair.
yeah,
All right, fair
be
enough.
careful.
Fair. I got you.
Yeah.
Fair. Good point.
Yeah.
But I think that it's we are splitting hairs, and it becomes that's why I can accept when someone says yo M took that. I can also accept when
Accept.
someone says Hove took that, right?
Yes.
In fact, I once caught you on the IG talking about By Any Means. So it's the one song that people always say, no, MT killed Stoke, right?
Exactly.
And it's like
Similar thing.
he had the
Better
best
verse.
performance
Yeah.
on the song. He really did.
He has the best performance.
He had the best performance on the
Yes.
on the song. Absolutely, no doubt, dog. I even gave him the money shot in the video, baby,
Yes.
with the sunlight and everything. I was like, yo, this is a moment. This is a cultural moment right here.
Yes.
This dude is
That was fire.
is killing. You know what I mean? I like Younger's verse better. That no one even. I like Younger's verse
I
better.
understand.
You
I
feel me?
understand that, yeah.
I like Younger's verse. Younger's, you know what I mean? But
Yama's delivery was still a bit untidy then.
it was.
Yeah.
It was really, yeah.
That
It
took
wasn't-
away
it wasn't
from
I
how
got you,
good the
I got
verse
you.
was,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But I like his.
But it was
yeah,
good, yes.
absolutely. But it's the same to me. It's a similar
Same
thing.
conversation,
Right,
yes,
right,
exactly. So when we had this pro and AK conversation,
Yeah.
the on the beat came up, and you just said that. Who's a better rapper on a beat?
On the beat,
Yes.
pro.
Pro's a better performer than Forbes on a beat.
Yeah. What are we? I don't know what we do. Every time Pro Kid rapped on a beat, it was notable.
You're saying he sounded better than.
Yes, rapping, yes. Every time Pro Kid rapped on a beat, 90% of the time, it was amazing.
Of course, yes.
Exactly. So what are we talking about?
They
Because there are
both
times
dope.
when there are times when Forbes raps or does what he was doing on a beat,
Yeah,
and
of
you're
course,
like,
of course.
Forbes, what are you doing?
But that's not what we're talking about.
What do we mean?
We're talking
You just
about.
said- what
We're
do you
talking
mean?
about when they are rapping.
Oh, what am I talking about? I'm not talking about when they're singing. I'm talking about when they're rapping. And I'm saying, okay.
You're
For
saying he's a
instance,
better performer.
man?
You're saying he's a better performer on the beats than Forbes.
Wait.
That's what you're saying, Stogie.
Wait.
We said in the conversation, you
Right.
said the better performer is the better rapper.
But listen.
On the beat.
No, wait. You see, when we said that, we're talking about
Who killed who?
No, yeah, but we're talking about By Any Means, and we're talking about Renegade. We're talking about two particular songs.
The same applies
Hold on.
with Run Josie.
Okay, what do you mean?
The same conversation applies.
I agree.
Yes.
And
I'm agreeing.
yeah, but you
so
see,
what
but
are
those
you
but-
changing?
no, but those are specific things. You're saying in general who's a better performer on a beat, and I'm saying to you the all the time I've heard Pro Kid on a beat, he's been better more times than Keenan has been on a beat.
Okay, I hear it when you split it like
You
that.
feel me? That's all I'm saying. But
That's a funky split, but okay.
for instance,
I'll yeah. I'll
that's
take
that's
it.
what's up. That's what's up. It's me,
Woo!
Keenan, and Zeus. Yeah,
Zeus, yes.
From Botswana. Shout out to Zeus.
So you're saying when Keenan raps like that,
He out-rapped. I think he had the better performance. I won't say he out-rapped. You know?
yes.
Yeah, because
So he's the best rapper on the song.
he had the best
on that
performance
beat.
on the. He had the best
He's the best rapper on that beat.
Hold on. He had the best performance on the
The
song.
best performer is the best rapper.
Now, hold on, bro. See, he's not the best rapper on the song. He's the best. He had the best
the song.
He had the best performance on the song.
The guy who performed the best is the best rapper on the song. That's what I'm saying. The best
On the-
performer is the best rapper on the song.
In that moment.
on the,
In that 3
yes,
minute moment.
on that. Yes.
Yo, look. I bet. On the song. I live with that. On the song. Absolutely.
I wish I could drag you out even longer. But SA load shedding, it's coming.
Yeah.
We can drag him a bit. Shit, but we just cooked all that. Let me let you slide. Ne? We'll do a part 2. Because I need your list. Compile your list for me
Of what?
of your top 5. I need your top 5. SA.
I told you I don't do that.
At all? You don't partake?
I can't.
We need that, though. The culture needs to know who Stogie thinks is top 5.
I need Jesus to come back. We don't always get what we need. Nah, come on. I
I
mean,
feel
like,
you.
nah. It's you see, this is why I'm like, yo. To me, it's not really.
Yeah,
It ain't that
you
deep.
don't dabble.
I like the yeah, I mean, look at where we went. We went everywhere,
It
and
makes
to
for
me, it's
great
like
discourse. I don't know why you'd want to
not the other
avoid
one.
it.
Nah, the other one just like I said to you, it's a cheat code. It makes it makes. It's like I don't like that. I like this is like yo, people are really what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you're talking about like what the meat and potatoes. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And I like
One
that.
more thing,
Yeah.
actually, I want to touch on thing. Fred, when we were having that conversation, he's giving you a straw out there.
Ah, respect.
Appreciate you.
Bless.
When we were having that conversation, so he made the the analogy that so he compared, I guess, Pro to Steph. He was like, Steph is the better 3-point shooter, and LeBron is the better basketball player. And he was saying Pro in this situation is Steph, and I guess Forbes is LeBron. That
Well, I mean, when you count, you see now I think when you count all the things, you know what I mean? To
yes,
me,
because he's referring to your ability in the game.
right,
Because Steph is the greatest shooter,
right,
but Braun is playing all five
right,
of the positions on the court.
right,
I guess that's what he means. Like
right.
Forbes can do more of, and he's saying Pro is great at what he does, which is pretty much similar to what you
Yeah,
said.
that's all. I mean, the Braun can do everything is it's a bit overstated. I mean, I don't want to talk about basketball. I don't want to talk about basketball. But as far as the I think the game thing. Look, no, check it out. As far as the game thing is
Yeah.
concerned, I think Steph got chips too. You feel me? But
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
we're talking
saying.
about
I got
the
you. I got you.
game.
The
Yeah,
game.
we're
Cool.
talking
Fair
about
enough.
your game, which is what we're talking about when we're talking about the rap.
Right, but you see, you also have to you have to the thing about comparing two rappers who don't do that. That's why it was easier with me and Verb
We
because
do similar things.
we do similar things. You feel me? Me and MT would be hard because
Yeah.
you're like, yo, but MT's never come out and said, yo, he's the most blah blah blah. In fact, it wasn't his intention.
Yeah,
MT was
yeah.
just talking his, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Stogue, there's part of him that goes, yo, man,
I'm
actually,
here to
this is
be.
part of, exactly, this is part of my thing to to juggle these words, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think with Pro, that's why I said to you, Keenan made a decision to 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 maybe go, let me pursue this other thing. You feel me? In the same way that I suppose Cass did, I suppose Ricky did as well. You know what I mean? All these dudes were like, yo, they all know, dog. Hip hop is funny because it's the one genre where even the wackest rapper says I'm dope like because there's currency in
Yeah.
being dope.
Dope. Yeah, of
And
course.
we know what dope means. Dope
Yeah.
doesn't mean yo, I'm the flyest. It means yo, when all the lights turn off, when when COVID comes, and it's just you, it's just you in a dark room.
Yeah.
Can you move us?
Yeah.
That's an MC. You feel
Yeah.
me? So to me, I feel like, you know, based on that, what Pro Kid is,
Yeah.
what he did,
He does that better
he
than.
did that because Keenan came at a time when he was there and he was doing that. But then he was like, yo, I'm doing, you know what I mean? I'm doing this other, like, it's like,
I'm playing to win.
well, come on,
Sort of.
Pro Kid wasn't not playing to win.
Of
And he
course.
won, and he got his moment, right?
Yes, but I'm just saying, he had to adjust his style of play, just like LeBron.
Absolutely.
Adjusted the style of play to win. LeBron's a good scorer. He could just drop 40 on niggas. He's the biggest nigga on the court.
Right.
He could.
Right.
But he chooses to give range to his game.
Right.
And okay, I'm going to assist as well.
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
like a player coach. He's really his IQ's heavy. He's more holistic. Keenan was more
Producer, rapper.
Exactly. Keenan was more worried about, not more worried, but he was a guy who would routinely worry about his abs, the way he looked, the way he. Not all of us were. You feel me? That's real. That's real. Like you feel me?
Respectfully.
That's a real thing. Where it was like, yo, I want to also. I'm competing with
He's a
D
brand.
Bunch.
Yeah.
and Trill, and you feel me? I'm competing with this everybody in the. So I gotta think a little higher. So for that and we give him that credit. You see, my thing is always when people win, when Casper wins, when Keenan wins, when Ricky wins, it's like they win because we everyone acknowledges that they are doing it at a high level.
Yeah.
My problem comes when people try to redefine and go, because they're winning, they're now better lyricists or better this.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
they try
yeah.
to give them things that even
yeah.
they really are not
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
looking at. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so I get offended when you know when cats start to make it seem like being lyrical or being is like because it's maybe doesn't get to where these guys are
Yeah.
at, it's like it should be frowned upon. You know that
Yeah.
what they call it, that super, you know, lyrical miracle, whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They
lyrical
start
miracle.
exactly. They
Yeah.
start, you know, hating on
But
that thing. But that's foundational.
you kind of said something similar at the top of the show when you said that about the battle rappers. You said they are some of the best
Absolutely.
rappers on
Absolutely.
earth, but
Absolutely.
you said you can't give them that because they don't have to face what
No,
Jay and them.
I'm saying that you can't like you can't rate them when you're talking about, you know, like GOAT stage. I'm saying, yo, they probably like I said, it's some of the best rapping that I've heard because the whole point of it
It's
is
to
to
rap.
rap better than so they
It's to rap the
exactly.
best.
So they're at the cutting edge. You know what I mean? They,
Yeah.
in fact, it's the great analogy is like designers. Like you, every time you see these runway guys, they're wearing things that are weird.
Yeah.
It's not like regular stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like the pep stuff,
Yeah.
or even the Edgar stuff, or even the Zara stuff. It's crazy stuff. But that's because their job is to push the envelope so that 2, 3, 4 years later, this is now it's normal.
That's the thing,
You
yeah.
feel me? So so battle rappers push the envelope lyrically so much that at some point you hear in mainstream
It
rap
infiltrate
it'll
into.
infiltrate because that, you know what I mean? So that's, you know.
Alright, alright.
Anyway.
Alright.
By the way, can I just
I-
say, so these paper straws, right?
Yeah.
It's probably the worst design ever
Of all time, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a fail. It's I think you fail at design when you need two straws. It defeats. You feel me? I think you're failing at the design because design is about fixing problems, right?
Yes.
So you're fixing the problem of like environmental whatever, right? But then if you need two straws, it means okay. So you're using more.
So
Yeah.
So now the straw is not actually functioning.
Yeah. Sorry, brain fart.
It happens. Nah, let me not ask you about that fuck shit. I like the master class. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the knowledge. Thank you for your time.
Respect.
Thank you for your goat talk. Yeah, I'm gonna need more of this. I'll call you. Probably we'll let a few months go by. No.
If I'm in the country, I'll definitely come
Hey, hey, and then real quick, who
Yeah.
you got for the chip?
through.
NBA.
I think I want Philly. I really want Philly. I
fuck with
really
that.
want Philly.
Yeah, they have my heart too.
I really want Philly. But I think Braun is. I think
It look
it's.
like it's doing something,
I
right?
think so. I mean, they are. What were they? Like, was seventh or something? What,
Oh yeah, before the
yeah,
trade,
before, yeah.
they were at the back somewhere. Yeah.
I mean, they
eighth or
beating
ninth.
second
Yeah.
seed, right? And
Yeah.
they beating. Yo, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but you know, I mean, Giannis is a problem too. But you know,
But
I
he's
don't-
thing. Jimmy is putting hands on him
I
right
know,
now,
I seen that,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
Warriors, you think they get through it? They looking terrible, right?
Yeah, it's bad. I don't think it's.
So probably LeBron.
I think Braun. I really want Philly. I mean, yo, that would be a
I'd
great.
love to see Embiid just somewhere in there.
You know what I mean?
Is he strong enough to get through the second round though? This is his second round, right?
First, I don't
But
know.
if Harden is playing well, it's possible.
Yeah,
But he looks like he's fatiguing already.
he's already looking.
Because he's played all season,
Yeah.
and that's tough for him.
Yeah, Yeah, he hasn't really done that for a while, eh? Where he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And also, you know, I think it handicapped him. That style of his, for all those years,
Yeah.
handicapped him. Where he's like, he's really, you know, he's having to go back to really point guard duty, like for real. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
I don't know if he's like, I don't know,
yeah.
you know, yeah.
All right, man.
My brother,
We out of here. Appreciate you.
respect.
Chopping it with Bhuda T, the greatest of all time. Respectfully.